You smell that? Ocean air. New plastic. Fresh paint. Oh, it's San Diego Comic-Con time. Except I'm still at home, so somebody may need to call an ambulance. I'm probably having a stroke. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and I know this is coming on a little quick. I've only done one review since my last weekly, but I'm so far behind on reviews. I know. Ooh. Still busy at the Robo compound. So I didn't get a lot of reviews done, and by the time this posts, I'll probably be sitting in a hotel in San Diego, impatiently waiting for the convention to start. So I thought, hey, I get in front of the camera, I talk a little bit, I ramble on. There was some Star Wars shit, so why not talk about that? And then get everything caught up before getting into the actual con stuff. So I figured this was a good segue into the big show. But today, let's talk a little bit about Storm Collectibles, a lot about NECA, and some Star Wars Black Series. Storm Collectibles continues to announce new properties that they're going to be making action figures for, and the newest one is Tekken 7. Last week was King of Fighters 98. They haven't shown any actual figures from that, but that doesn't stop them from announcing a new franchise. But I figure with San Diego right on us, and then Wonderfest directly after that, they'll have some figures to show for this. Get the big announcement out of the way, the shock wear off, and then hit you again with the actual figures themselves. Hopefully. That seems like the smartest thing to do, but I'm just some asshole on the internet talking about toys. Now you guys know me, I'm not one for rumors or leaks. I usually don't talk about them because they're not confirmed. I like actual hard data. I like actually seeing the figures or hearing an announcement from the company itself. I want to be excited. I don't want false excitement, you know what I mean? Those Phantom figures. And I'm not talking about the Phantom, I'm talking about figures that we think we should have because they were leaked somewhere not from an official source, and then it never came true, and then we're all like, that company sucks because they never released this figure, even though they never officially announced it. But this one's too exciting to pass up. Again, it's just rumor, but again, and I'm probably going to say this 500 more times, with San Diego starting right now as this video goes up, maybe they will show the actual figure. But it's Hasbro, it's Walgreens, it's another Fantastic Four exclusive, and it's Super Skrull. Now we just got Sue, we have Human Torch coming. Super Skrull kind of breaks that up. It kind of builds more excitement for Reed, and then wherever they want to give us Thing. And then Silver Surfer's floating around out there somewhere. See what I did there? That was pretty freaking sweet. But it also kind of, we have two of the Fantastic Four. When are we getting the rest? It's a slow burn, to be sure, which is okay, but I get a little anxious when, you know, something like that pops up. Even though it's not X-Men, it's not movie stuff, it's not Vendor, it's something else for me to spend my money on. And then we get to NECA, who is also on a tear. They're hitting us hard before the big show, and they showed more pictures of their Robocop versus Terminator, Indocop, and Terminator Dog. Now this is going to be a 2-pack. It looks kick-ass. I don't remember if I got the Robocop. If I did, it's somewhere. I couldn't tell you. But this looks interesting, even though I've never read the original comic series that it's based on. But seeing this figure makes me want to go back. Apparently it's about Robocop, or the technology that was used to make Robocop is what eventually brings Skynet and Terminator. So it's one big time-traveling mess. I don't know. Sounds interesting though, and these figures look cool. I don't have a price point yet, or I skipped right over it in my excitement, but it does get released in October. Also, I may not be the biggest Aliens fan. I like the movies, but I never really got into the toys. NECA has also shown a Commando James Cameron. Now, I don't know if he was in the movie. I don't remember. It's been a long time, but he does look cool, and it's a nice little homage to the director himself. It's kind of out of left field, it's kind of kitschy, so it's cool. What can I say? It's a neat little thing. Now this ran across my feed real quick. I found it interesting. At PowerCon, the Four Horsemen are going to debut their Mythic Legions, Coliseum, Atamon, and Keltus. You and I know who these are. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to say it out loud, but you know who this is. It's neat that they were able to put this together with existing parts, just some paint apps, and it's just blatantly obvious, but at the same time, it's not. Now these figures will debut there, but they will also go up for pre-order, or they are up for pre-order, and you can get them later. It's just people at the show will be able to get them early. Only a certain amount will be available each day. Once they're sold out for that day, they're sold out completely, cash only, and they'll cost about $35 a piece. Nice. And then finally, I don't know where this originally came from. I think it was Hasbro Hong Kong. They posted the information and the pictures for a new San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for the Hasbro Black Series, and that would be The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker, and Rey. Now apparently this is a 2-pack, even though it looks like 2 packages smushed together. Maybe there's a sleeve on it that holds them together. I don't know. I do like the packaging change to black. Don't get me wrong, I dig the red. The figures usually stand out against the red. But this black is really striking, especially with the light colors on the figures against the dark background. Of course, it may be weird to see someone like Kylo Ren or Darth Vader in this packaging. It's just kind of like, hey, what am I buying? Just black package? But you know what I mean. It'd just be a big blob of black. Both are new sculpts. Luke has a cloth kind of cape. I don't know if the hood is cloth. It kind of looks like it, but who cares? So you can do the hood up or hood down. And then Rey, her accessories look like mostly reused from the first Rey. The sculpts look really great. It's, like usual, the paint apps. And I feel like Hasbro knows that the paint apps are suffering. Paint apps are what is bringing the Black Series down. The sculpts are there, just need better paints on top of it. They redid Rey. They had better paint apps on a couple of later figures, but these first runs, they gotta nail it, or they're gonna start losing to import companies. But saying all that, I'm still gonna be in line, I guess, to get these, because Star Wars figures. Have I passed on a Star Wars figure that wasn't a trooper of some kind from overseas? Nope. Everything else I have bought. So I've got to find some way to get into the Hasbro line, which is a pain in my ass. But don't freak out, because if leak lists are right, and just common sense, these will come out at Force Friday or after in the regular line. There's no way they make this Luke Skywalker and this Rey an exclusive. Only, you know what I mean? I'm sure we'll see 3 different versions of this Rey, and then the Luke at least once. Good God. Just like the Thrawn, he's coming out later. Luke and Landspeeder, he's coming out later. They both will be a little bit different, but that's the way you do an exclusive. I figure the exclusive for these two is just the packaging. Like last year's Jin, and the year before that was First Order Stormtrooper, I believe. Just like that. We got the figure eventually. So don't freak out. It's just nice to see these figures in person. So yeah, like I said, by the time this goes up, I'll probably be sitting in a hotel room. I get on a plane in the morning, takes off early, get some sleep, end up in San Diego. Hell yeah. Be looking at all kinds of new action figures, all kinds of new toys, hanging out. If you see me, say hi, stop me. I may be a little busy taking pictures, but it's just, don't smack me in the back. We don't want to go that far. Say hi, and then we'll look at action figures together. Good action figures, bad action figures. Well, there's only really 2 kinds of bad action figures. Broken action figures, non-existent action figures. Well, okay, 3. Mattel. Whoa. I'm just kidding. I like my fair share of Mattel, just not lately. So if you like this Fwoosh Weekly, comment. What is this? Comment. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.